Hi, my name is Angela Renee. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and some people call me Pocket Angie. You can find me on all the social medias by searching Pocket Angie. And go ahead, before we get started, and do all the YouTube things. Give me a thumbs up. You can hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell, all the things. So today we're going to talk about a little girl, her mama, and why that little girl joined Limelife. So that mama, she had babies when she was super young. And she had 3 little girls. And this little girl was the youngest of all of them. And that mama could make a penny stretch. She literally had fear of nothing, or so it seemed. It was amazing. That little girl saw her mom pull money out of different pockets from her purse all the time. It seemed like money was always there if mama needed it. She saw mama sometimes put hands on her vehicle and start praying for it to turn on when it wouldn't crank. This mama made macaroni and cheese or ground beef for a full month seem like this is what queens get to eat. And she made it so much fun and made that little girl know that there's no fear when mama's around. You never have to worry. Mama's going to figure out a way around anything. She saw in her mom such self-confidence. She saw in her mom such self-worth. She saw in her mom the picture of the person that she wanted to someday be. Cut to a few years, maybe she was 7 or 8. That little girl started playing in her mama's makeup. You can imagine mama down in her bedroom with her closet, and this little girl has got all of her little carrying cases full of makeup. Now, these are the mom's carrying cases, not the child's, but they all had those teeny little lipsticks. Do you guys remember those? Put it in the comments. You know you remember the little lipsticks. But this little girl loved playing with them. They were the perfect size for her Barbies. It was just such a great, fun little thing. And it was something that she could enjoy, that she knew these things were her mama's. And she felt so connected with her mom when she was playing with these things. What's amazing is this little girl saw such resourcefulness in her mama. And she knew everything was always going to be okay until it wasn't. That mama got cancer when this little girl turned 16. And her sisters had already moved away, had already started their own families. So it was just mama and the little girl who wasn't so little anymore. And she was now seeing a mama that wasn't quite as resourceful, wasn't able to fight through that cancer, wasn't able to be the mama she always knew was there. But there's a bright side to this story. There's a happy ending. That mama lived. It was not supposed to happen. And that mama pulled every bit of resourcefulness that little girl knew she had in her together, and she lived. Now, what is super interesting about that is this little girl grew up and she got married. She had her own baby, and she always was able to pull back to those experiences of mama having this resourcefulness and her knowing beyond a shadow of a doubt, mama always was going to be there if she didn't know what to do. And it's so interesting that as she moved forward into life, her mother also move forward into life. And those assurances that were always there, the money coming out of every pocket, knowing that she could make things stretch and be fun, like macaroni and cheese or ground beef for a month solid for every meal. She was able to make resourcefulness, but that had started to diminish. You see, Mama had actually got cancer again. And Mama was taking every bit of that resourcefulness again to fight that cancer. So I want to pause for a moment and fast forward. That little girl, as you may expect, is me. I got divorced. I had that child who now was a teenager. And I had a mama who was going through cancer and had come through the other side of it again. And my mother found that resourcefulness again. She found that grit deep inside her again. And she told me it was going to be all right. And we made a decision, a choice to move in together and to buy a home together. And I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for that. She found the resourcefulness. She found the grit deep inside. She found somehow, some way that it happened. I saw Mom diminishing, though. I saw Mom scared that she was going to be able to take care of that insurance payment. I saw Mom beginning to become scared that she was going to be able to make that mortgage payment. I saw that Mama scared about what was going to happen with her daughter and that little one who was me. My mama passed away in 2014. And in that moment, my world changed. And I wanted to honor her every day without sobbing. And I was at a $300 a month deficit every single month. Because remember, I was used to Mama, and we had both of our full-time incomes that we were using, and we were doing well until we weren't. And I was at a $300 a month deficit, but I wanted to honor her in some way every day. And I remembered way back when I was a little girl playing in her closet with her makeup. And so I started doing my makeup. And she loved skincare. She loved everything about it. She collected skincare. She had so much of it up in the cupboards. And she used it religiously every day. Religiously. And so I said, I can take this on. Now, mind you, I'm terrified of water anywhere near my eyes, even to this day. And I said, I'm going to honor her in this way. She can't do this anymore. And it was so important to her. And I was so important to her. I will honor her in this way. And I've done that every day since she passed. I've washed my face. Every day. Skincare has been important because it was important to her. And it's my way to honor her in a still small way. What I didn't know then, that I know now is because she loved her skincare. Most of those bottles had probably expired. And the skincare that was perfect for Mama's face was not perfect for mine. Unfortunately, Mama's skincare ruined my skin. And I developed major cystic acne all through here. It was horrible. It made my self-confidence plummet. My wrinkles had started to become more pronounced instead of less. And I'm almost 44 now. And I felt a sense of my wrinkles were walking in the room before I ever got there. They were getting to have a whole conversation before I ever walked in the room. Or so I thought. And I knew that I couldn't stay on her skincare anymore because it was ruining my skin. And I would play with different things. And so I went to the lovely women at a well-known makeup store and asked for help. And I was there weekly. I switched things in and out. I bought expensive machines that should help it. I bought so many cleansers, so many exfoliators, so many moisturizers, and none of it would work. None of it would help me. And my skin was getting worse and worse and worse. By some sheer stroke of luck, someone shared a Limelife video with me. A very good friend shared this video with me. I'd never seen or heard anything about Limelife before that moment. And she wasn't a frequent sharer. She just normally didn't share things. And all of a sudden that one night she shared. And I watched this product being applied. And I did research on it, y'all. Crazy. And it took me 3 months to purchase the makeup portion of it. And I was like, they are promising me that it's not going to settle in my wrinkles. They are promising me that it's not going to give me more lines. They're promising me all of this stuff. I will try it as a 30-day money-back guarantee. That's at least as good as I've been doing it in the makeup store. I'm gonna try. Worst that can happen, I'll return it before the credit card balance even shows up. And I did. At a deficit of $300 a month. Now, that might not be the wisest financial decision I've ever made. Spending money that I really, truly did not have to spend at the moment. But it was a life-changing decision. I made the decision to join Limelife. Now, there was a lot of reasons and a lot of weird winding road that got me there. One of which is the live that I was watching. People trusted me on it. People were coming to me, asking me questions, thinking that I knew all the answers to these things. And I had a conversation with my now adult daughter. I was like, what do you think? She's like, I think you should do this. They already trust you. I think you should do this. Learn about it. Know what you're doing. You already clearly love the makeup. And I dove in. And I fell in love with the skincare. I never tried the skincare before I joined. The skincare changed the game for me. My cystic acne, gone. The skincare is amazing, but the makeup does not break me out again. That was the cycle I was using. Using skincare that did not work for my skin type. And using makeup that continuously broke me out. Limelife has been a game changer for me. It has made my self-confidence rise back up. No longer do I feel like I walk into the room and need to be wallpaper. I now feel like I can go stand in the room and have a conversation with practically anyone in the room. That confidence came from this makeup and skincare. What came from this company is what I call financial freedom. Now, that's different for everybody. That's different for everybody. Let me tell you what my financial freedom looks like. My financial freedom means I can put my bills on auto pay and I never have to worry if the money's there to pay the auto pay. When my daughter's car went out, she was driving the family car that we got when she was 5. When that car went out, she literally drove the wheels off of it. I was able to immediately purchase a new car without batting an eye. That is financial freedom. I was able to purchase a house that is my dream home in my dream neighborhood. That is financial freedom to me. I'm able to take trips when I want to. Now, it's not a lottery. I work super hard, and you can do it too. With a consistency and a showing up like it's an actual job, I've made it here. That is why I joined Limelife. I was at a $300 a month deficit, and I'm no longer at a deficit. I had no self-confidence, and in fact felt like I was much older than I was. And I don't feel that anymore here. That is why I joined Limelife. And what's so amazing is that's available for everyone. It's not a lottery system, and it's not only a certain many people can get it. Anybody can get that. If you're interested, I would love to talk with you more. Please tell me your stories about you and your mother in the comments below. I would genuinely love to have some conversations with you. And listen, if you haven't spoken with your special person, whether it's your mom, your dad, your sister, your grandmother, your niece, your aunt, your uncle, find your person and call them and tell them you love them. Because you never know when it might be too late. I'm on all of the socials at Pocket Angie. I would love to connect with you there. And I am so thankful that you've joined me for this video. And I would love to talk with you again soon. I hope to see you then. Bye.